YouTube fam, what is good? Yours truly, Marv, back once again for another episode of Marv's Room. Thank you guys, as always, for joining me. To the new subscribers, welcome to the channel. Got a great success story today. I know you guys love hearing success stories from real people in the world achieving what they want, getting their specific person, or getting that job, or getting that money, whatever the case may be. So in today's situation, it is a success story around everybody's favorite topic in LOA, specific person. So I'm getting ready to get right into it. And then as I read the story, after I get done reading the story, rather, I'm going to go into some key points that I want you guys to focus on heavily that I think helped this person in particular, because it is a great marriage success story that happened very, very quickly. It didn't take a long time at all. So let's jump right into it. The story goes like this. Hi, Marvin. I remembered I contacted you October 30th, 2021 at 12:04 a.m. Damn, you remember that shit? That's detail right there. Detail. Telling you how happy I was and that I met a very nice guy, a kind guy. I believe I met him maybe after a few months I had a one-on-one session with you. After our session, I followed your steps and did what you had advised me to do. And I also felt a lot better and much calmer after speaking with you. So although I've attached this guy Randall, I attracted this guy Randall, who was indeed very nice, and we had a lot of fun together. He just wasn't ready for the commitment that I wanted, which was all to myself. He was there, but not fully there like I wanted him to. So I kept telling myself I'm enough and I deserve the very best. I wrote a full page in my journal of what I wanted in a relationship and that I wanted marriage. So I did meet my husband on a dating app, which is called Hinge, right when I was going to deactivate my account. And my husband said he was also going to deactivate his account, but he saw me and thought he would give it another try. So he messaged me and I messaged him back. And we met that morning after I was getting off from an overnight shift at work. Right when he saw me, he said, "You're going to be my wife." I was smiling and saying to him, "Boy, no, whatever." Thinking thinking he wasn't serious because I've been on other dates before meeting him and those guys were full of games. But my husband wasn't. He was so serious and in fact did everything in his power to please me. I mean, I had foot massages, food cooked, and plated beautifully, nice dinners. His gentleness and kindness, he showed me he was ready without a doubt. He proved to me in many ways. We were at Top Golf on our second date, or maybe our second date, and he said, "Let's delete and deactivate our Hinge accounts." So we both did it in front of one another and blocked and deleted every contact of men from me and women from him, which he had been talking to before we met each other. At that moment, I knew things were going to get better and better, and we were definitely getting married. So he proposed to me at his friend's place where we first met a few weeks later after we met. So yes, we got engaged 2 weeks after we met and got married a few days after. So basically we did get married 2 to 3 weeks after meeting each other. I know it sounds crazy, but we both knew what we wanted. He came ready. That's what I loved about him. He knew what he wanted, and that was me. He did what it took and made no excuses. He gave me his all and committed. So why would I pass on a nice man like him? Well, it's a great thing. I don't care what other people will think of me. We're like the same person, have similarities. We're both funny and free spirits. We love to have fun. I could be myself in front of him and he can be himself in front of me. But that's how it is. But that's it for now. Um, we've been married going on 7 months now and we're happy. He still loves cooking for us, etc. We love going to the beach, dining out. Love playing board, cards, and video games at home. We're spontaneous. We sometimes randomly leave and take trips. So with all that said, seeking a good coach and asking for advice is a great thing. That's how it all started with me. Although I knew what to do, Marvin gave me that extra push and confidence to believe in myself. He's right. It's not hard. Just do the work every day and get busy doing something you loved. For me, I was busy with work, that kept my mind occupied. Say your affirmations in the mirror. Tell yourself you are enough. You deserve the very best in life, in every area. Self-love is definitely the key to your happiness and everything else. Turn within. Everything is within you and how you feel about you. You're welcome to follow my husband's and I YouTube channel. Marvin will share it in the description below for you guys. You can ask us questions if you like. Just believing in yourself, feeling, and being confident can get you anything in the world. Much love from the Barnes family. P.S. I also bought a self-love study course from another YouTuber named Veronica Isles. She's great as well. Self-love study course was 30 days, and it helped build me up to be a better version of myself. So with Marvin's one-on-one sessions through video chat and Veronica Isles study course, I changed my life, my financial life, and my love life. It works. Marvin, whenever you're ready to do a video with my husband, Kareem, and I, just let me know. And she said also to add for a sweet romantic bonus, my husband, without me asking him, went and got her name tattooed on the top front of his hand with a cute heart under it. And that is the conclusion of what she wrote. Wow. A lot to unpack there. I think, first off, congratulations to the Barnes family. You know what I mean? I wish you guys much happiness, much success, many years, all that good stuff. But I think a few takeaways from this story is, here's an example of another person, just like last success story, I believe that I read, where, you know, she was talking to somebody. You know, she had a session with me, and I told her what to do, and she met someone very quickly. And, you know, it just wasn't what she wanted, you know, and so she knew what she wanted. And so she continued to know, like, she deserves the very best. You know, she wants the very best. She wrote it in her journal. She wants to be married, and she wants somebody that's going to commit to her. And so she did all of that. And so what happened, you see the results right here, that even though she was talking to somebody, you know, that person wasn't good enough. So she attracted somebody else. You know, she did meet her husband, you know, like she said, on the dating app, which I think is another key takeaway, because I know some of you guys out there that may be trying to manifest a specific person, you guys are against dating apps. You know, you don't think that you can be successful or find someone successful that's on the same level, the same page as you, which is not true. You know, it's if that's a belief you have, then that could be the reason why you don't believe in dating apps, and that's why you don't attract good people off of dating apps, because the subconscious beliefs you probably have about dating apps. But there are plenty of people who have met, you know, their wives or their girlfriends or their husbands or boyfriends or whatever off of, you know, dating apps. So don't think, if you got to check yourself and ask yourself, you know, what are your beliefs around dating apps? Because if you have those toxic beliefs, then most likely your dating app experience is going to be toxic. You know, but if you believe you can go on a dating app and find love and find foreverness, you know what I mean? Just like how this person is right here that I just read you their story. They were able to go in there, find their boyfriend, find their husband, and get married in a very short period of time, you know, then that door can be open to you. But it's all about your beliefs, you know, so you got to check yourself with those beliefs. Another key thing that she said she did is she was occupied with work, you know what I mean? And I think that is another huge piece to manifesting whatever it is that you want. Is sometimes we are so hyper focused on what it is that we want, is that hyper focus is what it's reaffirming that you don't have it, if that makes sense. So you got to stop hyper focusing on, you know, oh, I got to do this, I got to do that, I got to, you know, no, you got to take your focus off of that and understand, like, if you had what you wanted, you wouldn't be acting that way. You wouldn't be hyper focused on making sure you're doing X, Y, and Z. And like she said, just like the other person that I read in the other success story, you know, these guys stayed busy. So that took their mind off of, you know, the need or the lack necessarily of whatever it is that they wanted, because they were busy doing other things. And this is part of, you know, the art of detachment. This is part of letting go, you know, just going on with your life and not worrying about, you know, what's going on, and staying busy. But also too, you know what I mean? Things like staying busy can be a trauma response. You know what I mean? So that's something that you got to watch out as well, because some people, which it helps you in manifesting, but then some people, you have to ask yourself, okay, why am I always staying busy? Because staying busy can help you take your mind off of certain things. But also, too, staying busy can, like I said, be a trauma response to something. People stay busy because they don't want to think about, you know, something traumatic that happened to them at some point in their life. And so they stay busy to try to cover that up. So that can be a gift, but that can also be a curse. So you want to be very aware of that. Why are you staying busy? Are you staying busy for the right reasons, or are you staying busy for the wrong reasons? Because this is also something that could come back to bite you, because every coin has two sides. But again, it all goes back to, whatever your beliefs are. But nonetheless, I think this is a powerful story. I mean, 2 weeks, 3 weeks after meeting each other, you know what I mean? Extremely quick, even got, name tatted on, which is amazing. Like I said, this is one of those success stories. When you read it, you're just like, wow, you know what I mean? Because these stories are out there. They exist. There's 7+ billion people on earth. That's why I tell you guys all the time, when you hear, certain stories from different people, like everybody's situation is different. So no matter where you're at, don't judge your situation. Don't compare your situation to somebody else's. You know what I mean? And I know we have the propensity in LOA to always constantly compare. I know you guys read comments of videos. You guys read, you're in all of these blog groups, and you're seeing people write this and say this, and you get you get discouraged, or you get encouraged based on where you're at in the level of, manifesting X, Y, and Z. But understand, everybody is in a different space. Understand, whatever you're going through right now, currently in your situation, there have been hundreds, thousands, millions of people before you that have gone through the same exact thing. You're never alone in any situation you're going through, no matter how alone you may feel about it. You're never alone. So understand, there's always a community of people that are feeling exactly how you feel in this very moment, whether you have an SP, whether you don't have an SP, whether you're, boyfriend, girlfriend, or husband, wife. There's nothing new under the sun. You know what I mean? Nothing new. I think that is a scripture in the Bible that says that, there's nothing new under the sun. Everything you've experienced, somebody else has already experienced that before. You know what I mean? It's just your turn, period. You know what I mean? So, hopefully this story brought you guys inspiration. Hopefully it did not bring you discouragement, because like I said, everybody's different. We're all at different places, and based on where you're at, you might have to do certain things, but let this be, proof that no matter how rough the past year has been, or 6 months, or 2 years have been, let this story be proof that you can literally meet your person or get your person back within the next week, within the next few days, and within 2 to 3 weeks, you could potentially be married. Because in this situation, here's a perfect example of it happening fairly quickly. All right, guys, it's your man Marv. Another episode of Marvin's Room. Thank you guys, as always, for tuning in, and I will see you guys in the next one.